going on, guys? So today I got to put the engine back out because I was missing one piece. This is what I was talking about that I was missing. Is the adapter for the pilot bearing. So I got to put that in the engine. And then it's just slide in super easy, but I got to do that, so the motor got to come back out so I can finally mount the transmission to it. But yeah, I might put you guys in the time lapse real quick, so like that I can pull the engine out. And then I can finally mount the transmission to the engine and put everything back in the car. So that's exciting. So that's it, it is on. Boom. I just torqued these down. So these go to 56 foot-pounds. I Loctited them. And you gotta do it in 20 increments until you get to 56. So just 3 go-arounds. 20, 40, and then 56. So that's on there, good to go. And when you're working by yourself, in order to do that, you have to put on the crank right here so it doesn't move. So that's how you're able to tighten it by yourself. Now I gotta install the clutch. Here's the clutch. It is sprung, it's a twin disc. Right there, you see it. So this goes to the flywheel, and then you just kind of like stack it up. You can see that goes like boom, and then they all get stacked up. So let's get to it. So obviously when you're doing the clutch stuff, you want to make sure that you clean the area. So we're gonna go ahead and clean the surface here. Nothing too crazy, just a little brake cleaner. And that's clean. I guess I should probably take a picture of this. I keep trying to take as many pictures as possible. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the instructions of how to install this clutch. Cool thing about something is off. So another week, another weekend, I can't put the engine and transmission in the car. Go to the flywheel, go to put the clutch together, and I'm like, why is this not lining up? So after a few little bit of trying, I called Collins. I got sent the wrong flywheel. They have a single mass for like a regular clutch, and then they got a different one for a twin disc clutch. When I placed my order, I ordered everything correctly, but somehow I guess the stuff got mixed up when they went to package it up, and they sent me the wrong one. Shout out to Collins for replacing that. They said I called them, sent them the info, sent them my invoice, and showed them that I ordered the right thing. And they were straight up. They just said, hey, are you still at this address, X, Y, and Z? I said yes, and he's mailing me a new flywheel, the correct one for the twin disc, and a return label so they could, so they could get the other one back. But shout out to them. Kind of sucks. Yeah, it's a little bit of a headache, but at least they made it right, which is freaking awesome, which is always what you look for in a company. It makes me happy that they did that and that I didn't waste all this money for somebody that's not going to take care of me. But yeah, so now we're just waiting on that. Everything else is good. Got hardware for the valve covers finally. Mounted my alternator. I'll show you guys in a second. Put some hardware on some of the pulleys up here that I needed for the water pump. And connected one of the lines back here for the heater core. So now I'm just kind of on limbo waiting for that to come in. Can't really do anything else right now. I pretty much have installed like 90% of the parts on the car. I do have another piece from Radan that I need in order to run the KRC pump, but I'm gonna wait until everything is in the car and at least have the flywheel and all that in the transmission on, because then I could just put the car in gear and take the nut off in the front. I tried to do it now and then that shit was not budging, and I don't have anything in the back to hold the crank from spinning. That's that. I gotta wait for that now. So yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a part 2 to this video. Like, I'll continue it then, but let me show you guys what I got done so far. So my gasket came in. I already put that in there. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. For that line that goes all the way to the back to the heater core. Goes right there. That's not holding on to anything. It's just got new hardware. Got to make a little bracket for here so I could make sure I clamp this down. But new hardware for here, the middle piece. Let's go to the front. New hardware for here. Alternator is mounted. It's not all the way mounted. I need to get a longer bolt right here, but I just found out what bolt I need from here, so I'm gonna order some. I might have one laying around, but that's it right there. And yeah, so I mean, it's moving along pretty good. Can't really complain. So what I gotta switch out is this. The other piece is over there. I'll show you the difference. And I will make a video more in depth about this, so anybody that's going to do this, the same thing doesn't happen to them. You see how this goes here? These right here, this is what I needed from going on there, so I could line it up with that piece there. But this sucker, I try to hit it with mine, and there's a weighted socket on top of that. Maybe it's because my gun is dying, but I could not get that fucker off. Little BC action. So this billet piece from Powerhouse Racing came in. I need to find a nut that fits in there, because normally you see how the orientation is on this. It will sit like this and it hits there and intrudes with that. So what this does is you put it on and it points down. So I get to use it facing down. Or if I were to flip it, it will be, let's see. It'll be like out like that. We don't want that. But yeah, this will be facing down. Like this, I'll try to get a end line to run it off of here to go forward for the radiator and stuff. Next, I gotta check if some of the bolts and nuts that I ordered will fit on the manifold, so I could go ahead and tighten that. And yeah, making progress, so I'm about to test that now. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's on there. I had to remove the studs that came with this pump and put some screws. Having an assorted thing of like nuts and bolts, it is awesome. So now I got a billet piece right here, hard mounted the the manifold for the exhaust and turbo. I was able to use all the studs. At first I didn't think I was going to be able to, and it just needed to, you know, be massaged in. And the way to put these nuts down here, like that one there and then that one there, like you kind of have to like start it when you put the manifold on and then work your way in. This pipe is hard mounted now. This is hard mounted. Hardware, alternators on. I need to put the piece that goes like right here. I bought this piece right here. I seen people use, but I'm trying to figure out where they mount it to. If it's from, like, I don't know. Need to figure that out. Maybe it's for the GTE engine. Maybe it has a hole here and then you can mount it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But if not, it still has a hole here so you can mount it on the back. Yo, yo, yo. Back again with another video. What's going on? So you guys remember that I got the wrong flywheel when I try to finish that one video again. This is probably going to be picking right back up where I left off, because there's no point in making that video, just that little bit. So let me show you the difference on the two flywheels. So if you're doing the swap. So you see how this one is a full like surface, is super extended out. And then you see how much smaller this is, and then you could bolt on the clutch. They also look different. You see the thickness? You see how this one is? Twin disc clutch, always Geiken or their clutch. And this is for like any other regular clutch if you're putting a JZ, like your regular 6-puck or whatnot. But this one is the one that you need if you need a twin disc. So you got that. Now it's time to put this back on the car and finally marry the transmission to the engine. Finally time to put this on. Obviously, I don't know if you guys, if I said this is what I was missing, is an adapter kit. You see how much it brings it out. Clutch is on there. Flywheel's on there. I'm about to mark these bolts in case they move, just in case. So I know. These outside bolts go to 22 to 24 pounds. So I did kind of like, if I would start, you know, doing like a tire or wheel, whatever, did like crisscross, like a star. Did the same thing for the flywheel. That one was 56 foot-pounds and 20 foot increments. So 20, 40, 56 until you tighten it down. So boom, boom, that's on there now. On to the next thing. Try to put the transmission on here now and see how it goes. Did a lot of freaking work off camera. The bro Chris came by again to help me out. Did a lot of freaking work off camera. Shit was a bitch. A lot of stuff we needed to figure out.
I said when you're doing a swap, it's not easy. Big up to people who do swaps because this shit is tough. I mean, you gotta be what is it? On the fly? Think on the fly?
Yeah, think on the fly. There was a lot of little shit we had to like MacGyver, I guess. Kind of like try to when you don't have the just for like one thing or two, you know, there's really no set like how to, I guess, swap kit out there. I mean, or like instructions. So there's some things that you gonna kind of have to figure out on your own and do the best you can for them.
I mean, the kit is like 95% good. Like the kit is 95% good, I would say.
Yeah, they did pretty good. It was just like one or two things that fully didn't line up because since this goes to the 350Z trans and like all the CD transmissions, like obviously it's gonna be like maybe a hair off on one of the holes, and that's what we had to try to figure out and fix. But we got it mounted, we got it done. The transmission is married to the engine finally. I do have to adjust or cut two of the studs for the manifold, for the exhaust manifold, just because they too long and they're hitting the manifold that I have on the bottom. So it's just two little cuts and it should be good to go. And then I could put the engine in the car. I didn't put it in yet because I haven't cut it. So once I do that, it'll be engine in the car. I know I keep trying to get the freaking engine in the car, but we're super close, you know, like I'm trying to do as much as I can before I have to like pull the engine in with the trans and then pull it back out. Make sure that when I put this bitch in there, it's staying in there. It just defeats a lot of like, you know, the breaking your back. You guys saw me struggle with the transmission. Obviously I was on a time lapse to try to put it on there, but yeah, we're a step closer. Just a few little details to figure out.
Where you gonna put the NOS bottles at?
Shit, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna need nitrous for this thing to spool up the turbo. I think the VVTi does a lot of that, you know.
You're only gonna be making like 600 horses though.
I know. You know, you build your engine for so much and then just keep it low, you know.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I'm gonna leave it at where it was before, you know, around 600. Yeah. But now, man, I'm trying to record as much as I can as I'm going and document all the process of all the headaches and shit. But yeah, this is pretty dope. Let me show you guys exactly everything we put on here. So I'm onto the alternator. As you can see, everything is on here. Alternator's on. We come to the other side. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but you see how it has a gap right there? That one at the bottom, Jesus Christ, camera, come on. The one on the bottom right there, this right here. Like, you see how close that is? Well, the one on the bottom and actually hitting the bottom one. So I gotta cut it, trim it down so it doesn't hit. Now that it's fully tight, and it's doing that. And the front one, and then in the back one right here. So. What up, Mr. Tuesday?
Nah, today's not my day.
Not your day?
No. Let me get that for you.
Big day.
Yeah, it is, Playboy.
What up? So we picking up the video again. I don't know where the last video left off, but we just gotta include this at the end of that one. I got some footage I haven't even posted. What's up, girl? We're doing a real quick unboxing. Trust me, you're gonna be happy about this when you're older, okay? Gonna have one of the fastest Z's in the Carolinas. It's gonna be your car, girl.
That's on camera. So what, did you get an air fryer? That looks like the same size as a microwave or what? What's going on here?
After watching Back to the Future, I had to order my flux capacitor. It was I just had to get it from Precision, you know, Precision Turbo. So.
Oh, so they make flux capacitors.
They make flux capacitors, you know.
Okay.
Make you warp time. If you have a Z with a 2J in it. It's a time warping machine. That's what we're gonna call it. Bro, they package this thing good. I love how everybody always does a freaking box within the box. Bro.
The box within the box within the box.
Little sticker. Always like the stickers. #1 quality. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You're ready to see the big cojones? Not this yet. This is the foreskin we gotta get off.
A lot of foreskin, bro.
Jeez Louise. Oh boy.
Woo-wee.
Move the box. Yo, the packaging is A1. That's crazy. Holy cow.
This is what gonna make what 500 horses, right?
Just about, yeah. This is crazy because even when I turboed the Z before, you know, like I didn't get to open anything because it was a solo turbo kit and I dropped the car off to get turbo. So
Yeah.
this is my first turbo experience, let's say. Yo, this Johnny is no Diddy, but this bitch is huge.
I let the viewers know I only came over to touch a turbo, no Diddy. That was it. Bro, you're gonna need a knife. I don't know what you got there, bro.
Esta no.
Woo-wee! Snails. Look at that snail.
Yo,
It's a nice alternator right there, bro.
beautiful alternator. My gosh. In comparison to my big old face. That's sick, bro. So this is the Precision Next Gen 72, 75. So let's see how much power we can make out of this thing. This thing has a 115 AR in the back housing. So hopefully we can make all the power we need to with this damn turbo.
I'm gonna say at least five. At least 5.
At least 500. Little young turbo. Cool thing about this is only oil fed, so I don't need fucking water lines.
Well, I found your thumbnail. There goes your thumbnail right there. Yeah, there you go. Make it presentable for that. Oh, you got the Z in the background. There you go.
That's sick, bro. All right, Chris, come on. You say you wanted to touch a Terpsky. Let me go this way because the lighting is like not working in our favor. Hey, yo. Damn, dog, that's a big daddy.
Yeah, this is what's up, bro. It really is heavy.
Yeah. So it weighs 25 pounds in the box.
Good thing this is not a camera. I can't break this.
Yeah, luckily. I mean, you can't break it if you drop it, but it's not a camera. A little more expensive than the cameras. That's
When are
for
we
damn
gonna
sure.
mock this bitch up?
I don't know, bro. I still got more parts to open if you want to record for a second.
Yeah, what's up, bro? I'm here for an hour or so. I hit something here.
I also order a Z1 shifter because the thread pitch for my shifter was a little thicker.
Yo, they gave you coupons, bro. Uber Eats.
What is all this shit? Anyways, we love the box within the box. Some Inception shit right here. This shifter's gonna, you're gonna like this one.
No, I feel like the one I sent you, bro. I know you don't have no use for it, but still.
I'll drop some parts in here. This shifter's kind of cool. It's weighted. It says Fair Lady Z on it.
Oh shit!
And
I likes it, bro.
that's cool, right? I'm just hoping it fits. I don't know. I gotta check.
Test fit that bitch today because the trannies and transmissions inside.
Yeah. But that's another piece.
Get that turbo out there, bro. Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody want to see that turbo? There's another big piece that I was missing. Also got.
Layla's in her little 2JZ.
Heard that? Beep beep. He's ready, bro.
No, I gotta back up to this.
I'll go get it. I got a big, massive coil radiator. Look, this is how you know Chris is my best friend. Okay? I've been home all morning. Been waiting for this fucker to come by so we can open the turbo. I did fall asleep though because I was waiting for you. But I was dying to open this shit even when I got home from work last night.
I ain't gonna lie, I woke up at like 7 o'clock and went back to sleep.
It's okay, it gave me some time to rest.
Oh!
You hit her head?
No, she's good. She's just doing takeover stuff.
Layla, I'm gonna need your license and registration, please. License and registration, girl.
She's ready to wait. Sheesh!
It's a really nice piece right here. Yo, this thing is super light, bro.
So that's the radiator?
Yeah, girl. You know, because when the other one blew, like all that coolant and oil and shit got mixed up and it went through that one.
Yeah. Did you get the intercooler in and the piping yet or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right there. It's in the back. That's a really big box that it's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
If I were to open it, we'll be here for days looking at parts, but I do need to open it to check it out. We got coil radiator, baby.
Yo, hard.
I guess this will be good for the thumbnail. But we got the radiator. This is from Z1. I got this shifter from Z1. Hopefully I could use it. And then the turbos from Precision. So you guys think I might be really far on finishing this project, but I'm really not. I'm honestly just worried for the wiring harness. Everything else. Oh, I do gotta measure when I have some time the distance between the what's it called? The distance between the transmission and the diff. So like that I could order the dry shaft.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing probably I need to order, and the injectors. Talking to the tuner, I already know what injectors he recommended, so yeah man, this is freaking sick. Here you go. I don't know, I kind of want to open just the intercooler just to look at it now.
I do. I want you to as well, but
because this is sick. Just pull the parts up there. So all the piping and the intercoolers in here. This is from Trestone. So shout out to the boys at Trestone. Aluminum piping. They came with all the bends that I might possibly need to make the intercooler. I'm not gonna take everything out of the plastic because I don't want it to get banged up before it really needs to get banged up. The intercooler core, it's in here. It's a massive box. I think it's a 5.5 or 6-inch core. It should be able to handle like
at least 500 horses.
yeah, at least 500. But they sold the whole kit together. The only thing I didn't like is I think the couplers were blue, the ones that came with it. So it's okay though, because I'll probably just order HD clamps. If you guys don't know what it is, I'll pop it up in the screen so you guys can see what that looks like. But yeah, intercooler piping is here, turbo's here, radiator's here. Literally, it's just gonna take, I don't know, one weekend we all off or turn the car around, put the front core, like, you know, support thing in the front where the headlights and shit go, take out the old radiator and condenser and stuff because I'm not gonna use that right now, and Mako the shit up, and then either hit up Jared to see if he has time to weld or hit up my boy Mike. I got a couple people that I could probably hit up to see if they could weld. The only good thing about Mike is he could come to my house and weld it here, and I could see the progress, like instead of taking the car, you know, to a shop and getting it done. So, but I'll see. I'll talk to Mike first. If he doesn't, you know, if he can or if he doesn't have time, then I'll figure out somebody else. The goal is to have the car running for my birthday, September 7th. So once the wiring harness gets here, I already ordered it like a month and a half ago. So they said 4 to 8 weeks for the wiring harness. So it already been like 4 weeks, I think, or 5. So in the next couple weeks it should be showing up. I gotta check and see if they started it already or not. But yeah, other than that is ordering the injectors. That's an off-the-shelf part, and man, we there. We are there. Oh, girl's coming back. I guess I gotta write it down. Got it. Big check mark. Check mark. Like I said, the only thing, I ordered this like a month ago, so just waiting for it to come. And I guess I gotta write down what is injectors.
You gonna install the air fryer in or what?
My flux capacitor?
Your flux capacitor air fryer ninja?
Yeah, I'm gonna install it. So, flux capacitor gotta go on there. Man, I kinda wanna move some shit in. Bro, we are on there, bro. Mocked up. Don't worry about that. The orientation, we gotta clock it the correct way. But homegirl over here having a party. Beep, beep, brrr. But yeah, turbo's on there, mocked up. About to cover this bad boy up. Put everything in the box because homegirl's getting too cranky to be out here. But yeah, man, this is freaking exciting. This guy's supposed to be getting his car back here soon.
Me?
Right here.
Nah.
Yeah, I got to see that footage. Even I got the footage. I saw it when I dropped the camera. I was recording on this. So I haven't posted that yet. I'm waiting to get the car back. So
Covered it?
not from that, like here. Like I was recording with both cameras.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post that up once he gives me the okay and make the video. Because we got all your other footage and we still gotta make that video that we never got to.
Yeah.
But yeah, turbo's mocked up. This is gonna pick up from where the last time I recorded something. The engine is already fully in the car. I didn't record putting the engine in the car. I'm sure you guys seen plenty of times. It's not that exciting, you know. There's a lot of like tug of war with the engine trying to fit it in. It's fully on there. Now we're just getting everything back on. Now that I got everything, the intake is right here, so I just got to put that on and then go from there, man. I'm freaking excited, and yeah, that's all she wrote.